What it do, good people? It's your boy Town Biz, and I'm back with another one. Now check this out, man. It's getting ugly out here in this YouTube streets, in this YouTube world, in this sector, man. Look at here, man. Look what just happened. Look what we just found out, right? Jaleec. Now, mind you, we gotta take everything with a grain of salt, because if I'm not mistaken, Jaleec and Baby Draco had an entanglement, I guess you want to say, a situation, you want to say. But now she's coming out on the pod on No Jumper talking about if Whack 100 did his research on the paperwork, then he would have seen that these are true allegations. Again, you all know the story. The women, the battered woman, the hurt woman, the woman that's mad about something. I don't know. I'm just saying allegedly. She could be mad about something and she's throwing it out there. Maybe she's trying to stay relevant by jumping on the DC hate bandwagon. I don't know. I don't have a dog in this fight. We're going to get to the content and see what's going on. Let's get to it. Hit that like and subscribe button after you watch the content. Don't do it before. After you watch the content, man. You feel me? Let me know how you appreciate it, man. There you go. Let's get it. Now, before we get to it, I want to give a shout out to the Really Report, because that's where I got this content from. Go tap in with them, the Really Report. He do good content. Tap in with him, send him a thumbs up, let him know I sent you over there. You dig what I'm talking about? But we're finna get to this content and we're gonna talk about it. You feel me? Let's go.
DC Baby Draco's paperwork, which she claims that if Wack would thoroughly look at his paperwork the way that he does other individuals' paperwork, he would clearly see that DC Baby Draco is all bad.
So the cases really didn't get exposed until like last year. So when it got exposed, he already made his way to LA. Like he was already making his way to LA because like he was kind of into it with a lot of like people up north. But the case didn't really come up until he started doing the blogs in LA. The vlogs in LA. So we exposed him, me, West Coast Gang Wars, Hill Cabbage, we all exposed him. But
well, I seen it was in Alameda County, right? The case, so that means it was in
that's
Oakland.
Oakland,
That's
Alameda,
Oakland, yeah.
So with DC, like up north, he wasn't doing vlogs. He didn't even trust people enough to even do hood vlogs because he was funking with the whole Northern California. So he wasn't going to do that anyways. So he went to LA where he wasn't from, where nobody knew who he was. Nobody did their homework on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was able to do his 1-2. We've been exposed him for the paperwork.
Okay.
So and I feel like with Wack, it was really premature that he didn't look over the paperwork before he chimed in, because you can't chime in. That's like me coming to LA and me trying to chime in on a situation and I'm not doing the proper research. I'm not checking the paperwork.
He says so.
Fuck the conviction. He pleaded mental health diversion. Do you know anything about mental health diversion?
I actually do.
That's what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. So we have some new information that done surfaced to the table. You did? This is breaking news right here. This is definitely breaking news right here. Only problem I have with this breaking news is, where's the paperwork? So since she knows so much, and hold on, y'all know y'all, oh man, you trying to help DC Baby Draco, you a DC. I don't give a rat's ass about that dude, man. You feel me? I'm just looking at the situation and I'm trying to judge it for what it is. It's like a hate train right now in DC Baby Draco. You dig what I'm saying about? And if this was a female he once was in a relationship with, now she talking about we exposed him, everybody up north. Now I got to do my research and my homework, but still, where is the paperwork? That's like calling somebody a snitch and don't have no paperwork. Everybody talking about they read paperwork. Wax said he read it. He read the paperwork. I don't know. But anyways, let's get back to the content.
I'm sure Lush actually does.
I didn't know. I was crazy.
If anybody, Lush.
So yeah, we was just talking about this, right? Like anybody that knows anything about the judicial system, they passed a law where mental health diversion plays a role in, you know, how you're being sentenced or what charge you plead out to, whatever the case may be. Because, you know, I pled mental health diversion, whatever the case may be.
Jaleec and DC Baby Draco had some type of relationship back in the day. Some people.
Now, didn't I just say this, y'all? I'm watching this with y'all for the first time. All my content I pretty much watch for the first time. You dig what I'm saying? I might watch 2 minutes into it or something to see if it's interesting, but that's it. But didn't I tell y'all they had some kind of entanglement at one point in time? So everything you gotta understand, you gotta take with a grain of salt. So let's get back to this content.
People say that DC Baby Draco was actually cracking Jaleec, and then they fell out for whatever reason. You can actually go back and look at old videos of DC Baby Draco and Jaleec actually hugged up with each other.
What I tell y'all?
Jaleec would actually point out the inconsistencies with Whack 100. She would say that for some reason, she don't know if it's money motivated or content motivated, but Whack is failing to actually do his due diligence and go look at the paperwork.
With DC though, he explained the situation to me back in 2019, 2020. He said that 2020, I'm sorry, let me reiterate that before he get on the internet and say, oh, she's lying with the woo-woo. 2020, he said that he was fighting a case for the little girl because she lied about her age.
How old?
She was 14.
Wow.
So that's why the charge says 14 and under. Does it say that? I think it says that. So with DC, so with WAG, I feel like it was premature for him to chime in because it's like, you're not from Northern California, so it's like, you know, and because I feel like you're trying to look the other way in regards to the situation, you're not trying to do your homework on it properly like you usually do, because you might want to do business with dude, or you might like his personality, which was me. I did the same thing with DC, so I'm not gonna fault.
Somebody get less of.
Now, while Whack 100 was actually recording with Spody Face also called him out for not actually doing his due diligence and looking at the paperwork.
Yeah, be sure.
Face basically said that Whack 100 normally goes after people's paperwork. He pointed out how he went after Wacko's paperwork. Why was he treating the DC Baby Draco?
And he have a point there, because one thing about Whack 100, he try to tear you down. He ain't the type of person that looked the other way. You dig? If it's some kind of paperwork that done came out, look at everything he done did from BG all the way down, bro, to what's it, T Grizzly, to everybody. So you know, it got where there's smoke, there's fire. Something's going on here. I don't know what it is. I don't know. And like I said, I'm not jumping on the hate train. Oh, DC Baby Draco, he's pedophile. No, excuse my word. Whatever the case it is, I'm not on that. I'm just want to know the truth. I want to know what's really going on, because, dog, if you ran to LA to do your thing and you run around in these streets playing games, boy, you walking on thin ice, bro. Come on, man. Y'all better quit playing, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go.
Situation any different.
The Bay Area, though, they say you can't even go back.
I know I got them. Y'all don't got no homies that abroad then. They didn't got arrested and beat. Am I right? The world we come, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I ain't supposed to be here. I done beat some shit. I just had a good attorney.
Nigga, no, man, come on. We ain't, a lot of us ain't supposed to be here.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, like, nigga, what he's saying is, I'm gonna go to his side and favor this side of it. The fact that you even had allegations that had you cross with is an eye raiser. Now, I haven't personally got all the shit
and Whack 100 and Sporty Face have a point right there, right? They definitely have a point. I'm 100% with them on this, right? But one thing I always keep in mind is the fact that how everybody ran to the defense of P4K when these charges came up on. Everybody ran. Oh, the homie ain't been found guilty of it yet. The homie ain't been found guilty of it yet. The point, like he just said, the point that you even having them kind of allegations against you looks crazy, right? Why nobody spoke up on that? Well, I ain't gonna say nobody did. A couple of people did speak up on it, but for the most part, it was they riding with their homie. So let's get back to the content.
Read the investigative police reports. I don't know. Why did they charge you?
You read everything else.
Why did they being sarcastic? So you calling me on it?
Yeah.
You telling me to go get it?
You just bust Wacko. Why
you telling me to go get it?
Why this information go? You think I'm please?
So you telling me to go get it? I'll go get it.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm gonna go get it.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm gonna go get all of it.
You over here defending him like you
I'm
just
not
like, you know, I crazy. Oh, I mean, you want his more inside. Come over here again.
No,
I'm more inside than you over here. Nigga. No, where you at? If you neutral,
you
nigga, sit over here.
Jaleec isn't wrong.
No.
And for the severity of this case, it's beyond me as to why Whack hasn't looked into this case to see what's what. Because like I said, you got Young and Hefe, who I know that he has an issue with DC Baby Draco, but he's making some valid points as to why people should look into this a little further. we got the Jaleece who's been saying it for years, but I want to say Jaleece's opinion about this, or her what she's standing on, and the reason why she's saying what she's saying and so loud with it. Some of it comes from her having a biased opinion about.
That like they said, a woman scorned, a woman scorned. That's why I keep trying to tell the people this: a woman scorned. Now it might be some truth to the situation, but she's gonna put the extras on it. She's gonna put the whammy on it. You feel me? So she can, think about it. If somebody's speaking on something, why you come out of nowhere? Out of nowhere. If everybody already bringing up the allegations, why you come out of nowhere on something you already spoke on just so you can have a voice? And why would Adam that know that you already spoke on it bring you to the platform and speak on it? They keep on adding sauce to the whole situation. They keep adding gas to the fire. They trying to get it blown up. Anyway, like I said, I'm not taking no sides on this matter. You feel me? I was feeling like people was gaining up against DC Baby Draco, but at the end of the day, everybody keep talking about these allegations, but nobody is showing no paperwork. This is the weird part to me. Anybody else paperwork would have been plastered all over the place. Why hasn't his paperwork been plastered up there? That's the question I want to know.
DC Baby Draco. For whatever reason, they fell out. You know what I mean? Why they wasn't cool no more? Because at one point in time, you see they was hugged up, and it like they was in a hotel room. I ain't saying he cracked it, but he might have cracked it. So at the end of the day, man, I do think that she's making a great point, even with her being biased, as to why isn't Wack looking into this paperwork. Now, at one point in time, Wack would say he don't selective politic, and he would call people out for selective politicking. But we know that's a lie. We know that Wack has selective politic or didn't say certain things about certain individuals at one point in time or another because of his relationships. One example that I can give, just in case you watching Wack, was at first you weren't gonna call Thug a snitch. You didn't. You said you didn't agree with what he did as far as sitting in that interrogation room talking, but you weren't gonna call him a rat. It wasn't until you felt that, you know, his homeboy got on there and was speaking for him and was talking crazy about people that you connected to, as to when you actually start calling him out of his name and calling him a rat. You know what I mean? That was an example of you selective politicking, you know?
Right. And on that note right there, right, I just want y'all to understand something right here, right? Bro got a valid point that he's making right here. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, man. But the thing, the situation that I'm tripping on right now is, where is the paperwork? Where is the paperwork? Any other time, any other stool pitching out there, they paperwork be blasted all over the place. Where is the paperwork, man? Let's get the paperwork out there. Let's show everything you talk about now. I don't know about this. I ain't been in jail and prison in California in over 20 years, right? So I don't know how the system out here work at all. But I will say this though, right? I will say this, right? Always keep in mind that a woman scorned always going to want some kind of get back. Now, is this the case with Jaleece and DC Baby Draco? I don't know. I'm just putting that in the air. You know what I'm saying? Something for you to think about. Hit that like and subscribe button. Tell me what you think in the comment section. All right, we're about to get to it, into another one. You dig it? Let's go.